Hi crafty friends, Carrie here. Today we are going to be making an altered canvas in a steampunk mermaid theme. What I'm doing here is taking some distress oxide inks and some different shades of blues and greens, and I just put them onto the canvas, and then I'm using the dabber to smooth it around. I just want to show you with the oxides, you can just wipe them off if you get the other color out. You can't do that with the regular distress inks, but with the oxides you can. Anyway, and then I'm coming along and doing the edge in this color, which is Faded Jeans. Okay. And then I'm going to finish up the edges here, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of water on here. Where you get the nice effect of having the distress oxide inks. Okay, there we go. And I also sketched a mermaid lightly in there. Now I'm taking this mask and I'm going to take some of this gold paint and just try to put in some of these little gear pieces by dabbing it with a stencil brush. And they don't show up as much as gears as I thought that they would. But it's okay, it has some texture and some interest to the piece. And I'm going to take some black paint and I am going to fill in the silhouette of the mermaid. And I'm just using a relatively small brush and following the light pencil outline that I had done. And I'm sorry for the camera shaking. But when I'm doing things on the table, it seems to shake my camera. And now I've got a little bit smaller brush to come in because I wanted to do the face. And now I'm just kind of putting in a little free-floating arm. And I'm doing the same thing. Kind of like she's swimming. And this is just a very basic outline. It's not a detailed picture of a mermaid or anything. It's just where I'm going to use this to create my steampunk mermaid by adding things onto it. Okay, now I'm going to take some glue and fill in the top part. I have these little, they're actually bead caps in a assorted metal shape, colors. And I'm going to use my little pick tool to try to help me get this in here without getting glue all over my fingers. I'm just kind of layering them in here, overlapping them a little bit. Okay. And I'm just checking out some other pieces to see what I like. And I'm going to use some different bead caps that look a little bit more like flowers. And I realize I like them better upside down. Now, this is just kind of fun to play with when you're doing a altered canvas. There's not really a right or a wrong way to do it. You kind of get in and have some fun. And now I'm actually going to add in, I believe, some gears. Yes. I'm going to start kind of layering in some assorted metal gears that I have. And I found this little crown in my metal box, and I decided I think I'm going to put that on her head. And I'm trying to figure out here what I want to use for the tail. So I'm just kind of looking through my box, and I find these, they're pieces I broke off of some junk earrings that I had got. And I'm thinking those kind of look like a tail, and I kind of like the lavender color. I'm going to take these Tim Holtz snips, and I'm going to actually snip the little top off of the crown because it was a charm, and I don't want it to look like a charm when I put it on her. I put a few little bead caps in there to give a little stability to the piece that I'm using to come down to the tail. And then I'm going to put on these earring pieces. And I realize I like them upside down better. So I'm going to kind of flip it over. Okay. And then when I'm trying to stack them together, I realize that it's not super stable when I'm putting them together. And I end up slipping in a little bead cap to add support, which is what I'm doing there. And I'm just using tacky glue. You could use any kind of glue you like. I just find tacky glue holds just about everything well. It's kind of my go-to glue for most projects. I don't like hot glue for a lot of things. I live in Florida, and the temperature gets to things. Now I'm kind of figuring out where I want her crown. And then in a minute so I think I might put this word friends here on the corner. And I have this bubble stencil, and I'm going to use some texture paste it's called Black Mars. And I'm just going to kind of go around and add some little spots of this texture paste to different areas using this stencil. And I'm looking at her hair, and I want to do something to her hair. And I decided I'm going to try to put some purple bubbles in, and that's when I realized I need to take the crown back off. So I get the purple on, and then I put her crown back on. And I decide to add some little pearls. And I use some little flower-shaped bead caps that I turn upside down and put the pearls inside of. What I really like about these kind of projects is just really just kind of letting your creativity flow. And not necessarily knowing exactly what you're going to do. I find that to be fun. Okay. And then I decide to smush a little purple paint in on the edges. And I'm going to take this white gel pen and I'm going to add in a little highlight. I'm just trying to get it to work there. Anyway, I'm just going to add in a little highlights on a few spots. And I take the gold paint and I decide to come along and do some gold paint along the edges of the canvas. And I'm very bad about not having patience, so one of my pearls fell off, so I'm putting it back on. I don't wait for things to dry. I probably really should, but I'm bad about it. Now I'm going to take some of this minty blue and I'm just going to lightly touch over some of the metals to give it a little bit of a patina. And I'm trying to think if I have other things that I want to do. And I thought her hair was a little misshapen there, so I took a little blue paint and kind of went in to clean that up just a little bit. And then I added a little more black to her in a couple of spots where I thought it seemed a little faded. And so then here is our mermaid. Now I did off camera go in and add some texture paint using the bubble dye along the edges, which you'll see in a minute. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it inspires your creativity. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. And as always, have a wonderful day.